Yes, hello and welcome back to my completionist series, Completed It Mate, and episode 7. Who would have thought we'd got this far? I tell you what though, I'd love to see some more smiling faces in the comments, so please take this opportunity before we get started today to subscribe if you do enjoy this video, and don't forget to click the little bell. So you may remember we were in Legion Remix, and one of the things that we've been doing in Legion Remix is basically just the grind to get all the mounts, and we've done the class mounts, so now we're starting with Hemet Nisingwari's brood, I guess, of mounts, and a lot of what we've been doing is basically just effectively trying to grind for bronze, but also in regions like Helheim and Stormheim where we haven't gotten all the rares. We've also been doing that as well. So we'll take out Fenrir first. Now, for some reason, you have to get everything that these creatures drop for it to count as a rare kill. So Fenrir will be easy because he doesn't have any, or he or she, whatever gender it is, it doesn't have a loot table. So effectively we'll just fight this one out and eventually get that knocked off as a rare. Unfortunately there's no achievement for killing Fenrir either. And it's interesting that they've gone with Fenrir and Fenrir. I believe Fenrir is a Norse reference. So Fenrir obviously being in the Halls of Valor dungeon. And we also take out Soulthirster. However, unfortunately, he does have a loot table. So we're going to hope that we get the Breakwater Jelly, or Bleakwater Jelly, which is like a little jellyfish. And no, we don't get it this time. So we will have to come back for him at a later date. I also take on this little rare here, just for the, well, really for shits and giggles. Because again, no loot table, not listed as a rare that we need to take out to increase our 54.28% completion of Helheim. But after Helheim, I kind of wanted to start doing the little quest for the fox. And you can see we've collected another couple of mounts here as well. The little fox mount. Which is a quest chain where you've got to go basically to your order hall and yeah, seek down Vulpin the Elusive, and that's for the I think it's the Reigns of the Lorien Prowler. I think that's how you pronounce it. And yeah, we'll fly across from High Mountain to go get to where we need to go. Basically, you've got to interrupt a fox hunt, and that's how you get the elusive, this elusive pet. Back in the day, it was quite difficult, obviously, to get. So we take out this guy, force him to tell us where the fox is. At least I think it's a fox. We'll go. It kind of looks like a fox. Alright, so we'll fly across, and yeah, sorry for my terrible flying. But eventually in this, you got to basically run around here and find where the fox is, and you'll see a whole bunch of people attacking the fox. And you can see here, like, he's quivering with fear. So I'll take out these guys, a couple of whirlwinds with full clear. And using that artifact power, that holy artifact power, that is so like, even at such a low versatility level, still very, very crazy with its damage. And now we'll get Vulpin, and we will move on to the next set of unlockables that we'll be going for. I tell you what, I do actually really like this. Even though it's a ground mount, it does look really nice, and that's one I'll be putting on my bars, so that way I can, show off when I get the chance. Yeah, it's, as you can see, like, with it being a mount that came out in Legion, it's obviously got a nice model as well. So we'll move forward on to our next achievement that we receive, and that's unlimited power. And these are things that you're going to see pop up in the almost completed achievements in the top right hand corner of the screen. As we unlock more power, we get more versatility, we get but we also create more we get more unlimited power achievements, and that's, so we've unlocked it there. We also want to get the remix dungeoneer. So here we got to the end of Seed of the Triumverate. This is a dungeon in Dungeon Finder you don't normally get. So you got to kind of queue manually in Legion Remix. I mean, you get it on occasion, same as the Cathedral of Endless Night, which we will try and break into going forward, whether that's at a heroic or mythic level, but we want to get this Legion Remix dungeon now. So with that, we're able to afford the Spirit of Eshero, which is this spirit moose that you used to be able to get in archaeology, but obviously it's Legion Remix, so long as you've got bronze you can get that, and we got that as well as the mana saber there. Another thing as well is that obviously with AAT there's a whole bunch of flight paths that you can get to increase your percentage of unlocked, and you can see there, boom, we just unlocked 20 things for our collection, all of them flight paths within Suramar, well, not all of them but most of them, and from there we tried to get into a mythic, and would you believe it, our first mythic, and we're introduced to a fellow by the name of Exodus. Exodus was running some mythic pluses, and yeah, he was soloing them. At this point I didn't know you could actually do that, so we smashed through this Moor of Souls, which I'm just going to fly through at the moment. And as you can see, you get a whole bunch of these epoch potentials and all that, and artifact power, which obviously is key to you yourself getting your versatility up. And that's something that I was trying to do, because I want to get to the stage where I don't have to rely on other people to basically get what I need out of Legion Remix. And I believe you need to get about 6 million bronze, so it's part and parcel. You need to do the infinite quests as well, in conjunction with this, to get your bronze up. So you can see here we smash through and I actually died pretty early on in this boss fight, from memory, and yeah, we smashed through this with not much difficulty, and I mean he does. I'm just, you know, I'm barely doing any damage, but I will sit back and let him do the rest of the work, and yeah, just giving him some words of encouragement, and we unlock our first keystone ourselves for Halls of Valor. So that's obviously a nice little bump, and you can see there we'll put our keystone back into the bag, but no, I'm very, very happy to have knocked out my first mythic, and I thought that might have been it, but no. Exodus was more than happy to run me through our next lot of bosses that I needed, and this is Court of Stars. Obviously, again, this one was a Mythic 0, so there was no time limit on this one. And again, he basically, along with a couple of others who came along later, carried me through this entire instance. Court of Stars is obviously one of the more pretty Legion Remix dungeons, and I will go out of my way and say that despite that, I absolutely despise it. Simply because of, unless you get through it quickly, it can be a little bit of a pain, particularly with the role-playing stuff, which I have nicely decided not to include in this video, so you don't have to go through that horrible I would say interrogation part of Court of Stars, which gives me nightmares still. And you know, this expansion's been gone for probably the best part of 5 to 10 years. So let's get back to the action though. And this is again just another bit of a waiting period here, where you've got to knock out all the Fellbound enforcers before you can take on the boss. And yeah, it's all, again, it's another time gate that Court of Stars uses quite regularly in the back end of this dungeon, but we take that on pretty quickly, and we get ourselves an achievement in the process. We get the unlimited power 5, so we get that, and as you can see, I skipped all of the RP and the interrogation that you have to do in that section afterwards, and went straight on to the boss fight. So I'm starting to get a little bit of Versi here, and I'll get a little bit more at the end of this one as we take on Melandris, and again we knock off another Mythic dungeon on our list. And yeah, you start to get these little gear things as well, these little gear tokens that you can use. But I thought I'd ask my mate here if he was going to do any more. And I was pretty confident that me and my mate from the Thrall server, Exodus, would continue our journey. But unfortunately, yeah, it didn't turn out to be the case. And our journey ends. Or does it just begin when it comes to Mythic Pluses? You'll have to check in the next video. It's been great having you here again, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.